recommendation on how to attack automation is to approach it from the time spent. So looking at tickets, looking at issues, and essentially creating kind of a risk analysis, right? So what are the things that are creating the most time usage? And then on the flip side, what is it going to take to create the automation to resolve that issue? And usually it's pretty clear, here's my top 5, right? Because if something happens 25 times and each time it takes 15 minutes to resolve the issue, I mean, I'm going to save myself whatever, 6 hours or whatever, if I can automate that. So if it takes me 3 hours to create the automation, well, then there's 3 hours of efficiency gained, and then that's in whatever time period I spent. Now that just continues on into the future, at least for a while. I keep gaining on that. So that's usually how I like to approach that, is where's my biggest gain from? I mean, generally speaking, it's usually with regards to passwords, password resets. Back in the older days, Citrix session resets were a big deal. Those kinds of things, the things that you get a lot of calls about, those are the ones that you need to look at first to automate. But, you know, the problem is you lack that data. Now you can probably look at it just from, you know, what do I get a lot of calls on, because it's all coming to you and you throw that down on paper, but you can't put kind of numbers to it. Yeah, I would say get it down on a spreadsheet. This is what I spend, what I see most often. This is what I see second most often, third most often, and then estimate how much time each one of those calls takes. That's going to get you a total and
Right.
across a certain time frame. And then you just need to look at it and say, okay, what is it going to take to automate that? And, you know, the easiest solution for that is if you have that list of 5 or 10 items that are your most, you know, taking up the most time, just call into the automation. I think Marc Andre does that, office hours, and just read them out to him, and he'll be able to tell you, hey, this thing is over in, we've got this script, or this one's out in the community, or this one's easy, or that one's not easy. And
Right.
and I think he can probably immediately be able to take that and tell you which 5 you should attack, or 3 you should attack, or whatever.
Right.